Morning, everybody. It's time to walk the dog. Realized yesterday that I'm showing you really bad dog walking technique. We had a dog training class when we had our beagle. Maybe it was a golden retriever. Anyway, wow, Charlotte, all the way from Norway. Tusen takk. Oh, I gotta throw some Norwegian at you now, but I got nothing. Ikke, nothing. Morgen, good, gott morgen. Whatever, that's all I got. I'm sorry. I've been trying my Duolingo Norwegian, but that's a little fuzzy. So we're out here walking the dog, and the sun is coming up, and it's beautiful, and it's a nice day. It's a little bit eerie today because right before I left the house, we got the indication that my phone went and it said we no longer have permission to leave our house unless we're going to the grocery store or it's a medical emergency. So that's a thing. Come here, So. All right, go get him. Go get him. Birds are singing today. So I'm curious what it's like in Norway. The communities are so interconnected over there. I would think it would be kind of interesting. But so yeah, we, as of 7 o'clock this morning, here the entire state of Colorado just got the stay-at-home word. I have a friend named John who works for a company that's got about, I think he told me 200 and some employees, and 170 of them got laid off yesterday. That's a thing. So he's still working because he's on the sales team, but they basically told him he has to sell in order to keep his job, which makes sense. But man, talk about pressure, having to sell industrial equipment when all the businesses are closed. How is that going to work? So I gotta take a little time out here. My dog is busy. So I'll sing a little song for you. So rise and shine and give God the glory, glory, rise and shine. Give God the glory, glory, rise and shine and give God the glory, glory, children of the Lord. There's some grass in the shot, makes it look like there's giant trees. The Lord told Noah to build him an arky. God told Noah to build him an arky. Make it out of hickory, barky, children of the Lord. So, in other news, this virus is getting to the point where now I know people. So and the last couple of days have really been it. I'm praying for a girl named Lexi Goatsern in Minnesota. I don't know how to pronounce the last name really. It's a lot of letters. But Lexi was in my youth group. Her brother was in my youth group. And then Emily Pohl, who's been a missionary in and out of Africa and is also came out of that Minnesota youth group. She's also dealing with the coronavirus. And then my cousin here in Denver, who just graduated summa cum laude from the University of Georgia in biochemistry. Is working on the medical campus here in Denver, the Anschutz Medical Campus. She's come down with it. So I know 3 people that for sure have the virus. And then here comes Soso on the run. Whoo! The flyby. So, and then my mom. We don't know if she has it for sure. She's sick. Has been for 4 days. And 2 days ago, she was like, I think it's just a sinus infection and it'll be fine. She got some meds. But I drove up to Evergreen with Annika, my daughter, and AJ, her fiance. And we drove up there so that they could see the engagement ring. And so we sat on the back porch through the sliding glass door. And my mom was too sick to come to the door to see the wedding ring. So that tells me she's sick. Whoo, people. This is a for real deal. I haven't really looked at all the headlines yet this morning, but the top one was 3 million people filed for unemployment. Yesterday, I sat through a seminar on how to do drive-in church. And it basically boiled down to, I don't know if you guys have done the thing where you get the FM transmitter so that when people drive by your Christmas lights display, they can listen to the music as your lights go. You can listen to the music and kind of dance and do all that thing in your car. Well, so now those FM transmitters can be put in the middle of a church parking lot, and everybody can drive into the church parking lot and listen to the sermon. So this guy had done it in Michigan. Dale, I don't know if you heard this story. This is a BGC guy, or a Converge guy that my dog is chasing the first robin of spring. That can't be a good omen. Don't kill the first robin. There he is, though. He's on the path. Let's see. I'm not very good at the zoom thing. There's the first robin of spring. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Robin. Oh, and somebody coming down the path. Come here, So. Good dog. Can you sit? Oh, what a good dog. You're not sitting. Can you sit? Hi. Good dog. There we go. Come on. So anyway, I'm doing this thing about drive-in church. Well, in the middle of the thing, I'm realizing, good morning, that when they do the stay-at-home thing, people aren't even going to be able to drive to church. So you can't even sit in your parking lot and do church. So it's changing so fast that by the time we've set up a Zoom conference on how to do church, it's already obsolete. And now you got to try something else. So this is the world that we're living in right now. Yeah, you're a good girl. Yeah, you want a treat? There you go. So, if you'd pray for my mom, I'd really appreciate it. If you want to let me know things that are going on in your life, because I'm assuming there are people that you know that I could be praying for. You could be praying for the people that I know. That would be awesome. All right, so come here. So, I don't know. What else is new? Anything? Heidi's got a cousin Jim Moberg doesn't look like he's on today, but he's trying to fly home from New York today. That's a crazy deal. He's a pilot, so he's flying all over. He flew into New York yesterday. And today the geese are safe because the dog has moved on to other things. There's our sunrise today. Wow, it's beautiful. That is pretty. So, let's see who we got. Dwayne Harms. How about that? Hi, Dwayne. How are things? Man, it's been a long time. Trying to remember the last time we got to hang out together. Probably something in Iowa, I'm guessing. Anyway, oh, we got a dove on top of this house over here cooing. Now that I say it, it stops. I wonder if the National Geographic people have that problem. They're like, now this wolf will howl. And then he doesn't howl. But they do it all in post-production, so that's not fair. So, we are, I don't know what the count is these days. Is it the 26th of March? I don't even know what day it is. I guess it's Thursday. Thursday used to get up at 6 o'clock, drag my butt over to the local bagel place and have breakfast with the fellas. Something I've done since way back in 2006, 2005. I was doing bagels with the same group of guys, more or less, for 15 years, and all that just stopped. So there's a lot of stuff to mourn, you know, like a lot of stuff has changed. And yeah, I'm assuming it all comes back in some form, but it's hard. Right, so? What do you think? Yeah, that's what I thought. Crazy days. Come on. You already got a snack today. You're fine. Come on. Oh, really? You're going to hold out for the snack? All right. It's like I don't feed you. There you go. So, I think we're going to wrap this up here today. I'm constantly reminded these days that this world was never intended to be what we tried to make it. we tried our best to try and make a world without God that would fulfill all our needs. And God's the center of our being. It's why God is why we exist. And so as we recalibrate our life and focus back on God, the good thing is that we take our eyes off of all this stuff, and as that old song says, turn your eyes upon Jesus, look in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace. So today, turn your eyes towards Jesus. Hello, Richard. It's so good to see you. I hope Uganda is treating you well today. Turn your eyes to Jesus. The stuff at earth is temporary. It's all gonna burn, or be eaten by worms, or moths, or mice, or whatever. And the things of heaven those are the permanent things. And yeah, in the coming days here, some of our friends are gonna be able to take that first breath in heaven. It's gonna be amazing for them. Sad for us. But don't get too hung up on it, because you might hear that someone is dead, but if they're in Christ, they're not dead. They're more alive than they've ever been before. I'm telling you bumper sticker stuff here, but sometimes we need those reminders. Sometimes we got to know that our rock is secure even in the midst of the storm. So, I don't know. Those are the walk thoughts today. We're about to take the turn past the fire hydrant on our way back home. People, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. As things are going on, please drop me a message, drop me a private message. Let me know how I can be praying for you. And don't worry about the finances, people. God knows how to clothe the flowers and how to feed the birds. He'll take care of us. We got this. We got this. See you tomorrow.